G'day and welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to have a look at some superannuation rules and a strategy that's probably not one you've heard a huge amount about, but it's been about for many years, and it's called spouse contribution splitting. So we'll go through some of the eligibility, and it's probably become a little bit more exciting. I may need to convince you about that, but more relevant given some of the changes in superannuation law in recent times, where the government is limiting the amount of money that we can have in pension mode to be that balance transfer cap of $1.6 million. And where it becomes really beneficial is where you've got someone that's a partner that's considerably older and will get access to money earlier, or we've got balances that vary greatly due to the amount of time spent at work or at home rearing family. So it's about evening up that balance, and with these new caps it becomes substantially more important. So a bit of a recap. It's only concessional contributions. So concessional contributions make up obviously our employer contributions. They're not the mandated 9.5%, and also any salary sacrifice, and that's up to the cap of $25,000. Now the amount that can be split across to your spouse's superannuation fund is really up to obviously the cap and 85% of what was put in. So 85% of the concessional contribution for the previous year represents what's left after the government take their contribution tax of 15% out. The receiving spouse must be under preservation age, or if they're between preservation age and age 65, they've got to declare that they haven't met a condition of release and they're still working. So that stops people completing this type of strategy and taking the money out of super altogether and running away and not utilising it for their retirement, which is the key goal that we're after. When the money is split from one spouse to the other one, obviously we've got the concessional caps of $25,000 each. The count only relates to the originating spouse, so it doesn't mean here's my 25 grand and you have your own 25 cap and then you've gone over by double. It stays with the originating spouse. For those that claim a personal tax deductible contribution, you need to make sure you've lodged a valid notice of the intent to claim before the split is done. So a bit of a technical trap there to watch. So the strategy benefits is really around the caps and how much money we can get in. And as you know, once you get to $1.6 million, your ability to put in non-concessional contributions stops. So by limiting the amount of money that builds up in one spouse's superannuation fund and shooting across to the other that may have a substantially lower value, it's going to make a substantial difference. The age and access to superannuation, so where we've got a substantial age difference due to the condition of release is going up from 55 to 60, and then there might be just a gap in actual age. 10 years access can make a substantial difference. And that can help with keeping that total balance down. Will give access to increased non-concessional contributions, potentially the government's co-contributions, which we've spoken about a fair bit recently, which is low income, $1,000 goes in, and you can get up to $500. If you're over 1.6, you won't be eligible for that. The spouse contributions and obviously any concessional contributions that can carry forward. That's new rules that came out in the budget. So that's the superannuation splitting options for concessional contributions. Bit of a techie one, so I apologise for that. I probably have convinced you that it's not that exciting, but for those that are in this space where we've got a big difference in age between husband and wife, whichever way it goes, or there's a big variance in values in superannuation, then this should be definitely worth checking out. Thank you for listening. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That'd be awesome. And we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening.